And a big congrats on Shooting Stars, an affecting coming of age story with hoop dreams, an affecting movie. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
you're so welcome. Let's start from the basics. What got you interested in adapting Shooting Stars?
Actually, I read the script. Good friend of mine who works at Spring Hill, Jamal Henderson, passed along the script to me, and I expected to read this script about an amazing basketball player, which it was, but the themes of family and brotherhood really pulled me in, and just kind of thinking like, wow, this is LeBron James, one of the most amazing, iconic basketball players in the history of the game, and I'm learning about the foundation, like what really was the foundation that gave him the ability to kind of launch from Akron.
Now, in making Shooting Stars, Mr. Chris, what was your main edict to make sure you give justice to LeBron James's story?
Authenticity.
Yeah.
For every film that I do, or when you do a film, like you kind of decide to dedicate your life to years of creating this piece of art, and you got to choose wisely, right? It's got to be in your heart. It's got to be part of what you really want to spend your time doing. And when I really dug into the story, it was about telling it in the most authentic way, because this is a real guy. These are real, his friends, his family, his community. It's all real people who are alive and thriving, and the story's still being written. So I just wanted to make sure that everything from the city of Akron was portrayed correctly, and the story of these friends.
Now, let's talk about your cast. I love them all, the Fab Five, but I particularly enjoyed Mookie Cook as LeBron James. Talk to us how you zeroed in on him.
Mookie is amazing. We were really working hard to find, like, it's a big job, right? You got to play the best basketball player in the world when he was a teenager. And we found Mookie, like, kind of, at the end of our casting. We found him, we found a photo of him. And then a friend of mine, Jerome Hips, really is in the basketball world, and we found him. And when he did his first audition, it was in a locker room after a practice. And although he's not an actor, he really gave us this amazing energy where we all were like, this is the guy. So, needle in a haystack, but he was the right choice for sure.
Now, Mr. Chris, you made your feature film debut with ATL in 2006. I enjoyed that film too. But your work is predominantly in music videos with great artists. How has that experience informed your work as a feature film director?
I think it was, a real, well, first, I think that music videos is one of the best artistic mediums for directors. Your script is a song, and you are kind of motivated and inspired by that music. And then some of the artists you work with are like big actors in the film world, but they're iconic musicians. So learn how to communicate is the biggest part. How to communicate your idea visually in 5 minutes, how to communicate and work with, super big stars that are international stars. And I think that informs, directing the most from music video to film.
Now, LeBron James is one of the producers of the film. What does he think of the film version so far?
Well, the best story I can tell you about that is I talked to Willie, who's one of his real friends and plays in the movie. And he said the first time they watched the rough cut, they couldn't figure out how to cast the movie to the TV. And they were all at LeBron's house. So you had not only the Fab Five and LeBron, but also like guys from the Lakers, including like AD, all huddled around a little computer for an hour and a half watching the movie, and they all loved it. So the fact that they actually did that and paid attention, and it could hold their attention for that long, and the real guys loved it, that was good for me.
Oh, that's a great story. Thank you so much, Mr. Chris. A big congrats on Shooting Stars again. Inspiring and entertaining. You scored on this one, Mr. Chris.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Good luck on everything, okay?
Good to meet you.